Here we are in the studio with Swindon's very own, the Damned and Dirty. How you guys doing?
Good.
Actually, quick question. Which are you? Which ones are you the Damned? Which ones are you the Dirty? And like the Dirty, you know, so
he's definitely dirty. I think we're all damned.
He's been turned.
But he's just the dirty.
So how's things going for you guys?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's all coming together. We just finished recording. We've got 4 songs recorded now. We've got, I think, 6 gigs lined up over the next 3 months. About three of those being festivals. So yeah, it's all going well at the moment. We've got 7 or 8 new songs we've been working on. So yeah, it's all looking good.
So plenty of time in the studio then.
Yeah,
we do spend quite a bit of time in there. It's good fun.
So do you guys feel that? Obviously, we've seen you guys perform live, working together in the studio. How was that?
Nightmare.
Difficult.
It was really fun. It was really fun.
Yeah, it's just different in the studio because it's a controlled environment, and if any mistakes are really easy to spot.
Yeah.
And even songs have to be sort of changed a little bit because they'll be playing wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
It's helped us out a lot. Just
definitely,
improving our skills and our sort of cohesion as a band musically and stuff like that.
It's made us a lot tighter together.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Takes all songs to the next level.
Yeah.
Because we play them live to our own ears for like months and months on end, and you get them in the studio. It's like the first time you actually get to listen to them, like first hand. It's like back. It's like that's how we sound. That's good. And you just like it's just mind-boggling. You just sit there, and you just take it to the next level, and you just develop the songs even more from there.
Did you find that being in the studio that even though you've been playing songs so many times live, that you noticed that there was some actually no, that's not how it's meant to sound?
Definitely. It's not until you get the recording on your CD and then listen to it time after time driving about in your car that you actually
learn it like, don't you?
One, what Mike was saying, you actually think to yourself, well, that's actually us or that's me playing. And then secondly, you get to pick up on the bits you're not too happy with or things that you would improve or do differently. So, and I think, to be fair, a lot of the songs have evolved from their first stage going into the initial recording from where we are now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things that we picked up on, additional riffs been added, things been taken out. So really trying to work and develop the light in the shade. And that's something that we've worked on as a band and something that we didn't have when we first initially got together. But I think obviously we're not masters at it, but it's something that we're working on quite hard at the moment.
So you find you guys have grown initially?
Definitely.
Really grown, expanded your knowledge.
Yeah. Definitely Dow's beard. But,
it's got bigger since I joined, doesn't it?
A bit more grey in there, I think.
He's been painting.
Especially for men or whatever it's called.
I wouldn't know about that, but that's another story.
So when it comes to putting pen to paper, are you guys involved in the writing process, or does it just sort of like fall down to a couple of you, then you'll get together and jam and throw the ideas out there?
Pretty much. I mean, we'll all go away, come in with an idea, maybe just like maybe a riff or maybe a bit more than a riff, maybe a verse and a chorus. We'll throw it out there and then we'll kind of just see where it takes us really. So I mean, it starts from like just this tiny thing, but I mean we've all got different kind of influences, so it kind of helps bring it through and it just kind of evolve naturally.
It's just jam. You jam. We've got so many songs at the moment, and we picked one that came up. I think one of your riffs came up like a year ago. That we had down for ages, and it just suddenly made into a song, and I just wrote lyrics to it, and suddenly we're gonna play it for like a month, and we're throwing it in our set on Saturday. Yeah. So it happens like that.
Yeah, sometimes we might just be rehearsing in the studio or something, and we got like 5 minutes just where we're not doing anything. So one of us will start playing a riff or a drum break, and we'll just start jamming over it, and then you'll start mumbling something over it.
It's guitar, drums, singer, that's it, and we just take it from there. And these guys come in, it's great, yeah.
Well, you guys obviously do work as well as outside of being musicians. How many hours do you actually put in to the musical side of your life?
For those that are working, or
3 of us are working.
Then Neil got it.
So it's quite a high percentage that had working at the minute.
I mean, me and Paz work full time as well, so it kind of it's hard to quantify how many hours. It kind of when you get the feeling like you think I'm gonna just noodle on guitar, or I've got this riff on it and let me put it down. You kind of just go from there. And then I might take it into work. I might listen to the recordings when I'm in work, doing my work, and see what
together as a band, we're probably putting on anything to about 6 hours a week in. So we meet up twice on a Wednesday and a Friday, and the jams can last anything between 2.5 to 3 hours, whatever, depending on how
plus
much we get on.
gigs.
Yeah, plus
Which
obviously
is
the
all
gigs in
night
between.
because you have to
but
get there for sound check and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
that's all we focus on really, on
Yeah.
the because we haven't got any gigs coming up on the well, we didn't have any gigs coming up for around about 6 weeks, so that's how we were able to develop these 8 songs that we've been working on just during that lull period of playing the gigs. So.
Excellent. So when it comes to the gigs, obviously you mentioned one this Saturday.
Yeah.
Is that
Riff
Swindon
Bar.
based?
Yeah.
Riff Bar, yeah.
Riff
Just
Stock,
again,
yeah.
Yeah. Riff Stock is Metal Takeover.
It's Metal
or whatever.
Takeover,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
Metal
doing a
Takeover.
30-minute set.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. We're just going to go for fast and powerful songs.
All the fast.
Just get it out in
Yeah.
half an hour.
Hard
Yeah.
and heavy.
Yeah.
It's a weekend-long festival, isn't it? So it's
Yeah,
Saturday,
really is,
Sunday,
yeah.
and
Yeah. So you are you going to be touring outside of Swindon, outside of the Wiltshire borders as well?
Initially, I mean, who knows what we're going to do, like going forward in the future. It depends where it takes us. But what we've talked about initially is, I think, the first stage really is to try to establish a good fan base within the Swindon. I think all of us like our family and friends coming and watch us play. So if we can do that on a regular basis and get a good following from there, and then maybe expand out. We've got a gig in Cairn. We've played with a couple of bands from Cairn and devices and stuff like that. So we've already got a couple of like contacts out that way. But at the moment, it's good to get a fan base up around the local area. Really.
Yeah.
That's why we do it. So family and friends can get involved in it.
Well, that's the one downside about Swindon itself at the moment, because we've lost so many venues
Yeah.
as well. So it must be tough for you guys
Mm.
to try and grab a venue, and obviously
We tend to go from promoters rather than venues. Do you know what I mean? Like Sam Prince and Clive
It's been a big
Atkins,
company.
places like that. And so when Andy Petter, the riffs,
yeah.
you know what I mean? We tend to go for sort of promoters rather than phoning up venues all the time.
Mm.
'Cause they always use promoters, do you know what I mean? Most venues.
Yeah. So let's get on to a dream scenario. Where is your ultimate venue? Where would you ideally like to play?
I've got one that you'll probably just laugh at.
What, Wembley Arena?
No.
Wembley Arena?
No, I've always wanted to play the Swindon Bowl. No, I know that sounds
Yeah.
daft because
Yeah.
it may be nothing great to aspire to,
They
but
put
I've
gigs up
always
there all
just
the time.
wanted to play there, and we got a gig coming up in Queen's Park, which I'm really looking
Yeah,
forward
that'd
to.
be good.
Yeah,
That'd
that'd
be
be
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
Swindon Bowl back in the early 80s, 90s.
Yeah, it was wicked,
One
yeah.
hell of a performance.
yeah,
Weekend gigs on there.
Yeah, it used to be in the
that's why
early 90s as well.
apparently
It
the
was
acoustics
carried
and the
on.
sound that you can get in there is amazing. So
Mm.
that's me. That's where I'd like to play. Not aspiring to too much.
What about the rest of you guys?
I've played everywhere in Swindon, so out of Swindon. The 100 Club in London, yeah, that's a good place.
Nice
Yeah.
one.
Just bigger places.
Bigger crowds.
More
as
people.
well.
The more the better.
Yeah.
That's where they want to go, wherever it is. We'll do it. You know, we do love doing Swindon. We've done quite a few, like you said,
Yeah.
in Swindon. It's always a good laugh, and we always get a buzz from any gig we do anyway. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, just more people.
wherever we get a big crowd.
Yeah.
I would say
Full fate.
one of like the O2 academies, because
Yeah.
I hear about like bands
Like
that
an
are doing,
arena
starting to
venue.
break the scene, and they're all doing sort of like O2 academies, like in
Well, that's good.
Liverpool and London, and I reckon places like that might be quite good. But it's all about getting the crowd at the end of the day, because if you haven't got the crowd, it's not going to get the atmosphere. So anywhere that's got a lot big crowd, I'm happy.
You've got to have a good following before you
Yeah,
start doing all that,
Definitely.
because you end up paying out and losing loads of money,
Yeah.
basically.
That's the only trouble. Is that catch-22 situation, because you need to promote the band, so you need the fans out there.
You need
But
to make a
then
record.
It's sort of like it's paying out money as well to sometimes to even go on some of these tours
Yeah.
as well. It's money out of your pocket, and
Mm.
whether you're going to make
Yeah,
money
cheap
back.
neither is it these days?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no.
No.
Yeah, you're just talking about a gig we got in was it South London, Reigate Hellfire Club, and they've offered up like small expenses and like food and drink there, but for like 5 people to get out of there, you know, it's either an incredible car share or we just get a van and go out there, you know.
Get a van.
But
Definitely.
so yeah, get a van
Get a
definitely.
transit van. Breaks down on the motorway.
Breaks down
Yeah.
some 16.
Yeah.
Just to get out of Swindon.
Well, that's the other thing as well. You'd have to look into the cost of the logistics side of it. Okay, when you're supporting sometimes the headliners or that you use their drum kit, so that's fine because that's one of the major pieces of equipment which don't have to travel with you. But then you've got your guitars, you have to take your own amps and everything else as well with you. Mind you, a lot of people prefer to take their own drum kit because if they break something on the headliner's
yeah.
kit, they know they've got to pay out
Yeah.
for
Well,
it.
you can take the breakables, can't you?
Yeah, that's
usually
that's
the
what I've
case.
been doing recently.
Cymbals and that.
Yeah. I mean,
That's-
it's just cost
that's been
petrol,
good.
really, isn't it?
Just to develop as a drummer, though, because
Yeah.
previous to that, you're used to your own thing, and it's not very often, like you said, unless you go to a gig and you take your whole kit. But then you feel too much in you're well in your comfort zone. So it's good to have a go on different people's kits and different setups. It improves your playing, I think, eventually. Once you get rid of the first initial mistakes.
Plus, venues won't have it on the toilet circuit, will they? Change
No.
the whole kit around.
Yeah.
They won't have it
Just
anyway.
keep their own.
Yeah.
Takes too long. You only got 10 minutes, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
It's 10 minutes between bands.
So let's talk about your EP.
Mm.
You said something about you've got
Yeah, 4 tracks.
4 tracks
in
in
there.
there.
Yeah.
4
Excellent.
tracks.
Yeah, the last 2 are just being finalised at the moment. So,
Mastered up now, aren't they?
Yeah.
so within a week or 2 they should be ready. And
Yeah.
we'll get those
The
up
first
on
2
the
you
website.
can hear already because we
Yeah.
put them on Reverb and SoundCloud and places
Yeah.
like that. So we'll just add another 2 to those 2 and then we've got our first EP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the artwork out.
Get some dirty artwork. That's
Got a
what
name
we
for
need.
it as
Get
well,
some
haven't we?
dirty artwork.
Who's going to be responsible for the artwork? Or are you going to
Wow.
grab someone from?
Oh,
We've all done a bit. to
Yeah,
be
we
fair.
all do.
We've done,
Yeah, we all
we've
do.
done
Yeah.
some,
Apart from me, I
Yeah.
don't draw.
yeah, we've done some different sketches, etc.
Yeah.
Initially they were going to be for a band logo, but they were a bit too detailed, so it'd be good for like an album cover or something
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
have a look at using maybe some of those.
Inside, you need graphics for all sides, don't you?
So I did check Reverb Nation earlier on, and you're ranked number 4 currently. at the
Really?
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
Gone back up again.
It's gone back up.
Yeah, it's up and down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Really, if you think about it, it's not a bad thing. being
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
rank. It's
No,
still quite
no.
good, which means people
Yeah.
are still listening to your music as well.
Yeah.
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 That's why we're really keen to get some more stuff out there. So people get a bit bored over the first 2 songs, but after a while, so I just imagine they know it off by heart now.
So is it going to be the same sort of thing you're going to put on Reverb Nation
Yeah.
for like
Radio
download?
stations, internet
Yeah.
radio stations.
Yeah.
There's a few that I've already sent them to.
I wish time was on my side, but it don't work, it just don't work. Sometimes I sit and wonder why, but it don't work, it just don't work. Been there time and time before, I wonder why, sat alone so many times, I don't know why, I don't know why. I don't know why. So I can't just don't ever seem to work. Always lie, you always lie. I read your face 1,000 times. You always tell, I always tell. And when we hit that point again, I try so hard, I try so hard to run and chase you to the end. Is what I'll do, I'll always do. I'll always do. 'Cause I can't keep on waiting for you. Nothing's lost and nothing's gained. You've always a point to prove. Too much love is never enough. You always want to give this up, and I can't keep on waiting. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Waiting for you.
So,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What did you think of the recordings when you first heard them?
Compared with when I saw you perform live,
Where
it
was that?
We're going
That
back
was-
to the
So
That was
Well,
nearly a year
that's-
ago. Nearly a year
Yeah,
ago.
that's
Yeah.
your first
Is
gig.
that in Wantage?
No,
Yeah,
it's
Twelve
about-
Bar.
12 bar was it?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
before
Yeah, I
Dan and
Yeah, well,
was on board.
Before I was in the band, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. Yeah,
When I saw you perform at the 12 Bar, there was you were there, but there was something not quite right.
Mm.
Something wasn't quite clinically
Yeah.
clinically right within the sound.
yeah.
And obviously hearing the tracks which are on Reverb Nation, you have grown more. You seem to be more as working as one unit
Yeah.
rather than playing the guitar, and then
Yeah.
trying to
Everyone
come
knows their
together as a
place.
band.
Yeah.
You're now focusing as a band. So you've
Yeah.
got the chemistry's there. So you've got the right. Everything's now perfect. So I guess what you guys just got to do now is just keep on that level.
Yeah, keep on pushing.
Yeah,
on.
that's it.
Yeah.
Keep on rolling, baby.
Yeah, what's how it is.
Okay, let's do another fantasy question. Obviously, a couple of years ago, the Big Four got together and performed Am I Evil? Right. So, if you guys could grab another 3 bands, any band, doesn't matter who they are, perform a track or cover a track, what track would it be? Who would the other bands be? And what would be the dream ideal location? And that's anywhere in the world.
Where we
wow,
start?
that's
Where we start? We have 10 minutes.
Yeah, you've got 2 days to think about your
Yeah.
answer.
Mm.
any band.
A lot of the people that I'd like to play with are now dead. So,
Doesn't matter.
yeah.
Your
It doesn't
head
matter.
No, it says CGI and you can do all sorts of things these days with technology.
No,
There's so many. I mean, I don't know.
I got
Where
one.
to start? Go on.
Queen, Tie Your Mother Down. Play it anywhere. Anywhere, don't care.
Cool.
Or could have Night Train, Guns N' Roses.
Edit that bit out.
That's a bad song, man.
Awesome
That's a
song.
hack song.
Or
He only chose that because he got a Slash t-shirt on.
Yeah. He's a
I was going to go Motley Crue, but now you just I'm not going now.
I think I'd like to go like proper old school and go back to some of the bands that I listened to. So like some of the first bands I listened to were, well, it was like Saxon.
Yeah.
I used to like Saxon. Not that one, man. Saxon, and then just before like all the American rock broke in, like where you had like Rat and all of those type of Alien, and can you remember all those? That's probably a bit too young, a bit too old for you. But yeah. No, I think
Def Leppard, dude.
I think I would like to. I don't think I would like to play with different bands. I think I would like to play with certain members.
Yeah.
So like obviously Jimi Hendrix on guitar. I'd love to experience just having a jam with somebody like that. That'd be amazing. But yeah, I think Jimi Hendrix playing guitar. I think John Bonham just to play the drums, because like that is just
Are
crazy.
you on the drums, man?
No, man, I'm just watching. No, this is for my benefit. Yeah. No, it's a difficult question.
Oh,
I
you're
think,
singing.
because there's so many. Oh no, that's Mike's job now. Yeah, no, I think it's. Who would you go for?
What? Bands?
You remember a band called Man of War?
Yeah.
I used to like them.
You like all the
They
80s
used to,
metal,
yeah,
didn't
80s metal, walking around in big like furry boots.
Well,
and stuff
mine's the
like
next
that.
decade.
Loincloths.
90s grunge.
Yeah,
Oh.
Be all my bands that I'll
Yeah,
play.
it's
Like,
Nirvana.
like Soundgarden, Nirvana, Kurt Cobain, and
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins, and
Yeah.
Mudhoney, and
Yeah.
Faith No More, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shout actually. Anything like Soundgarden or Pearl Jam or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Something
Pearl
like
Jam.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, two people that I think can't do anything wrong at the moment is Josh Homme and Jack White. So anything that involves those two, whether it's them Cricket Vultures with Grohl on drums and
Yeah.
John Paul Jones on bass as well, that would just be
Queens of Stone
outstanding.
Age or
Yeah,
well, Cricket Vultures, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. Got all their arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do that download or something like that, that'd be pretty smart.
Yeah. Providing there's no mud.
Liza Minnelli here, man.
Loads of minutes.
Liza Minnelli. Who?
Jamesie's going with like Spice Girls or something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say.
Just
I'm not gonna say. It's Bieber. It's Bieber.
Yeah.
P. Diddy, isn't it?
Bieber all the
P.
way.
Diddy.
Come on.
Yeah.
What influence? Bit of Chris Cornell, bit of Kurt Cobain together. Playing
At the
Aberdeen,
same time.
Aberdeen and Washington.
yeah.
West Coast.
Sweet.
That's where I would go. Mix them together. 3 singers on stage.
3 singers.
Yeah.
All fighting for the
All
night.
singing.
All scrapping.
You know, punch up over the mic. Yeah.
Jealous.
Right, so as musicians, when did you discover your talents? Were you
I always used to muck about on the guitar when I was a kid, and then it wasn't until I met Dow. It's probably about 5-6 years ago, maybe, and they were playing in a band, and their drummer had become ill, and I just said, "Oh, I'll have a go," because I always fancied having a go on the drums. Remember that? I got that old drum kit, and I even set it up ran the wrong way. Never had a lesson.
Set up left-handed, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny.
Tinkering away, and then after about 6 months, I'd done my first gig. So it was kind of like spur of the moment thing, really, for me. So, and then really properly been seriously more into it for about the last 4.5-5 years, I suppose.
So you got a blues band, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm playing a
Playing
blues band
covers,
as
so
well. And I've started singing in that. To have a go at singing. For a
Swap
change.
singing now.
It's weird drumming and singing, because you stop and start at different times and stuff like that. But so yeah, just doing the singing now.
Yeah.
But you've been playing the bass a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, so 17.
Yeah. 47 years.
40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started playing 1990.
1990.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I picked it up 94. I remember the Football World Cup being on, and I went around a mate's house, played his guitar, Smoke on the Water, obviously that's where everybody starts.
Classic riff.
And then just hooked on it, and I went and spent my savings, all of it, on a cheap old guitar from Argos, and just kept on ever since, really.
Neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I've done acoustic work for quite a long time, since maybe like 17.
You was a singer-songwriter man, wouldn't you? Until
Yeah.
you saved him.
I just stored it all in my head until came into the band. So for me, it probably wasn't until what, a year and a half, 2 years ago since I met you guys that it all started to come out. And then, like you say, you grow and you start to develop the talent more. You know, rather than already having it, but you just develop it more. That, you know what's already there. So
I think that's quite true, actually. You know, you can only play so much by yourself.
Yeah.
When you actually start playing with other musicians, that's changes.
without
Anything
us five,
completely.
there wouldn't be music. So.
Yeah, definitely.
We've all heard that you like to play with yourself.
Yeah. S&M now.
Edit out.
It gets given mask out of it. I get it, I know.
I picked bass because everyone else was playing guitar. So that's why I picked it at the time.
I've been playing about 10 years. My first ever guitar was I was a right-handed Strat, and I turned it around the other way because thought I'd be kind of like a Jimi Hendrix. I paid £80 for a shocking guitar that I bought from Index. Old school Index. Yeah, Index catalogue. And I had this little cheapy amp, and I blew it within the first day. Cranked it up 2 hours, it didn't work after that. So.
You're still doing that now?
Yeah.
That's where that song came from.
That's
Yeah.
I'm about relationship
Don't worry,
for this about that.
So, before you guys go on stage, is there anything you do to sort of like warm yourselves up or get yourselves into the set?
Yeah, we all run around waving our arms around.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just set up, don't we? And
We have a little talk, have a little
chat,
little
chill,
little chat before, chill out,
Quick
talk to
beer.
the bands that are there, yeah.
little smoke,
Quick
sorted.
beer,
find
glass
out
of
a
water.
time we're
Judy
on.
and Coke.
Do your sound check.
I like to turn my back and like just kind of like crouch a little bit and just look back at Simon the drum. He's setting up and just look at the guys.
Is
Just
that
have,
the
just have a
crouching
little
tiger?
peaceful moment and then you
Just remember it.
yeah, just to remember it. Yeah, yeah.
Put your left shoe on and
Yeah, exactly. Tie lady.
Yeah, we might have individual superstitions, but as a band we haven't really got any like superstitions or like things that we do as we go on, or no
Yeah.
regular routine really, or nothing like that. It's just get ourselves set up and then just relax, get ourselves ready for it.
yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
I think that's the main thing about the live performances is enjoying the moment, enjoying each one of the songs, each one of the notes, getting into it. Is
Watching the crowd enjoy
Yeah,
it as
that-
well.
yeah.
Like
if
people
you're
you don't know.
enjoying it,
Yeah.
it reflects onto the crowd, and
Does,
then the
yeah.
crowd
Yeah.
hypes
Yeah.
up,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you get mass feedback
yeah,
Yeah.
as well.
yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because I think that, going back to the first time we saw you perform,
Everyone's
like
probably stiff as boards. It's only
Yeah.
natural that we're going to develop like that
Yeah.
after a while.
Yeah.
And it is. The
Confidence
more and
in
more,
it,
the more that we're doing it, the more confident we're getting. And now there's a bit of interaction between us on the stage. There's tops coming off. There's different things like that. And
he never kept his on.
no, he didn't.
It was off
No.
straight as soon as we got on stage. Wow.
Bender.
Actually, this weekend, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like, for God's sake.
But every gig, because I think that was the first gig we ever did.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
You come in Saturday then, see how we've
Unfortunately, we
improved.
were at Metal Gods
Oh yeah.
this weekend, so otherwise
Damn.
we would be at riffs. It's always something which has a tendency to clash.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it always does.
Actually, question: are you guys ever going to do a show on a Saturday night?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got loads of them lined up already. Yeah, yeah.
This
Coming up
Saturday,
at
this
festivals.
Saturday.
Well, besides this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We try and get them on Saturdays or Fridays, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's just a pain in the week, isn't it, otherwise?
I think the next few are on it.
Saturday.
Yeah, we've got a
Saturday,
few.
'cause
Like,
there's a few
the
festivals in the
festival ones,
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flying Pig Festival, Volley Fest, stuff like that. And I think we're on Saturday for
The Hellfire one.
Yeah,
for
so-
those.
In London.
more
Yeah.
That's the
for
Saturday night, isn't it?
We're doing
Yeah.
both days at Folly Fest as well. We're going to open on the Friday and do the Saturday as well.
Yeah.
Sanford's Derbyshire.
Wicked.
What
Two
date's
set.
that?
That's the 2nd and 3rd of August.
Yeah, so we
Mm.
got Flying Pig on 27th of July,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Hang on,
the weekend after is the Volley Fest one.
Yes, that'll be really good.
And we got the warm up pig as well.
On the Pig, yeah. That's
Yeah,
the
Queen's
one in
Park.
Queen's Park.
That'd be good.
Queen's Park.
Yeah.
When's that?
13th.
13th of July.
So,
July.
Yeah.
13th of July. I have to look into that one. There's some reason the date seems to ring a bell somewhere
Yeah.
on
I think
Yeah,
we're on
because you come
about,
to see Dan and
I
Dale.
think we're
That's
on
probably
about
what it
5,
is.
then we?
Yeah.
We're on about 5 o'clock,
Excellent.
hopefully.
Cool. Well, I'm really looking forward to hearing the next lot of tracks when they come out. Really keeping my fingers crossed for you guys because you've sealed and got it down to a T now on the recordings. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys perform sometime later on this year
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
Nice one.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That's been a blast. Thanks for coming around,
Yeah.
guys.
Very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Nice one.